When the female emperor turned, the white, glittering and translucent palm, broken from the long river of time, came from the silent death beyond the heavens. It looked beautiful and delicate, but its prestige was unpredictable and its rhyme. When the female emperor the white, glittering and translucent palm, broken from the long river of time, came from the silent death beyond the heavens. It looked beautiful and delicate, but its prestige was unpredictable and its rhyme was unparalleled. When it fell, even the priest changed color. When the female emperor dropped her palm, she directly covered the priest, and there was no figure. With a bang, it seemed that all kinds of avenues resonated through the ages, all of which were cut on the priest. Originally, the priest was terrible, and he walked in the outer world, overlooking the 33-day sky, which was super scary. When his eyes crossed the world, it was like creating the world, and the walls were separated by his eyes, and the chaotic gas surged. But now, he flew out with a bang, and was caught by a slap. He snorted and his body became more and more blurred, and he returned to the sacrifice site. To his surprise, someone dared to lay hands on him suddenly, and it was actually a slap on his flesh. This is amazing. Even he didn't escape, like a broken target, was violently hit. In another person's words, don't say anything about being injured and vomiting blood. I'm afraid it has already exploded, dissipated in the invisible, and even the world of its sacrifice will explode. After all, this is a blow from the female emperor. However, after all, he is a creature with a truly strange source, and one of them has no horse to sublimate. Otherwise, how can he become the priest of this era? He is the creature who presided over the big sacrifice in this world. In the bright brilliance, in the infinite flying fairy light and rain, that glittering slab also doesn't know how many big worlds it has crossed and exploded in the world. The female emperor has no horse and seems to want to shoot the priest directly. This is really crazy. Since she recovered and chose to make a move, she didn't say a word, and when she came up, she cut the unimaginable existence in the shrine. The glittering and translucent palm has unparalleled power, and all kinds of words and sounds turn into tangible runes, surrendering to the distance. With the slap of the palm print, all ages have been stirred and exploded in that world. Fortunately, this is not in the days. Otherwise, nothing will exist, everything will be collapsed and disappear cleanly. The priest is coughing up blood. As you can see, he is covered by the palm print several times, like an evil beast trampled by an angel. Although fierce and violent, he lost his first hand and was beaten in a panic. His hair was disheveled and the road was full of true blood. People are shocked. I can't imagine that there is such a woman who just wants to beat the priest alive without saying anything. This is really shocking and exciting. It can be described as beautiful rudeness, decisive and sharp, and once it is shot, it is domineering and frightening. Although she is a woman, she is more shocking than those strong people in ancient history. Absolute beauty has an overwhelming attack power. It was also at this time that many people shook their heads violently, as if waking up from some kind of nightmare. Because, not long ago, they suffered from erosion, and they didn't even know it. Until now, they were recovering, and they found that they were all white hairs, trembling and frightened. Just now, everyone suffered strange radiation. Everyone has been affected, and some thoughts in my heart are dissipating. At the moment, when the priest is close to this world, he has some influence on the whole world and creatures. The priest is quite vicious, so he wants to cut off the back road of the Emperor of Heaven and choose to erase his traces from this world, so that all living beings of all ethnic groups in the heavens don't want to forget. The priest wants to erase the figure of the Emperor of Heaven from the world. This is undoubtedly terrible. It's just that the Emperor of Heaven is innocent, and it's useless to let the priest chop the sky, bury the ground and kill all beings. However, if the Emperor of Heaven is harmful, on the verge of death, and his own avenue will be extinguished, and he is at an extremely dangerous juncture, then this means of the priest will be extremely vicious. It's hard to kill the creatures at the end of the road, and it's difficult to completely die out. As long as there are people still missing and thinking about him, then he may come back. Even after all ages, even if it is sinking for many eras, if someone in the later generations digs out the inscription that records him and reads his name lightly, it may make him shine again. Therefore, the priest relentlessly tried to give the Emperor of Heaven, who might have an accident and was already in a state of death, a bad and serious trouble, and wanted him to really die in the long silent time without thinking or thinking. However, with the appearance of the suspected female emperor, this process was broken. When everyone was in a trance, when the spirit wiped out some thoughts, the white dress spread, and the female emperor was detached from the outside world, showing her hazy photos and recovering from that nothingness. Boom! The glittering and translucent palm fingers are so frightening that they pierce all obstacles. This is a big confrontation between the worlds, and the blood of all kinds of creatures is flying, which is extremely terrible. It is really shocking that someone dares to do such a strong and overbearing thing to the priest and kill him. The most important thing is that this person originated from the heavens, which is legendary, the female emperor. Everyone watching this scene is full of emotion. For many years, especially in contemporary times, all ethnic groups are threatened by ominous creatures and will come to an end, humbled and frightened, but helpless. Now, some people are so strong that they want to kill if they fight. Although they are women, they are domineering and boundless. This makes people feel excited, although they know that they are not comparable to the creatures at that level. They are still very excited and want to scream, "Good fight, fuck that grandson," the dog emperor screamed. The carrion's mood is ups and downs, and it feels incredible that woman actually came back today. This chapter is not finished. Click next to continue reading.